Welcome back, everybody. This is Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music. Today, we're going to switch it up a bit, pun intended, and we're going to watch the Nintendo Switch 2 first look reveal trailer. Everything is basically leaked on this system already, so we'll see if those leaks are or have been accurate or those rumors have been accurate. I don't know. I have been unable to avoid seeing the thumbnail for this video, so I do know that the form factor more or less matches the rumors. I listen to Nintendo Switch 2 rumors and things like for the last couple of years. I've been doing that almost every day in the evenings while I do like housework and stuff. So, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I can't wait to watch. And if you're here for music reactions, we still have those coming. There's some scheduled. There's one later this week that's going to happen. But right now it's all about Nintendo Switch 2. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Let's get it going. Okay, there's like no sound. So they do still slide from the top. Ah, cool. Top USB-C, okay. The U-shaped kickstand, yep. Okay. Nice. The color under the Joy-Cons, that's correct. Okay, that's awesome. The colored interior, that's awesome. A lot of true rumors, a lot of correct stuff. Okay, I am very surprised, but that's a real thing. It looks like those are gonna be mice. Okay, yep. Is that it? Okay, not quite. Okay, Mario Kart. Rumored to be a launch title, perhaps. Good bit of the screen visible from the top. Snap on to the new Joy-Con grip. Okay, so it's going to release this year. Okay. 4/2, April 2nd. Wow. Okay, so let's go back through that a bit. If you were just here for my initial reaction, awesome. I'm super thrilled. Oh, let me pause it. I absolutely love it. I'm super excited. Everything that I pretty much wanted is here. Some things I was even questioning if they would be worth pursuing, like the mice thing, they're here. Basically every rumor is true. We still have a lot of rumors about games and stuff that we don't know yet. Only thing that really showed was that Mario Kart at the end. But yeah, so the sliding from the top thing here at the beginning, I didn't connect. Oh, this is an old Switch. So whenever it started to morph, of course I figured that out. But this is an old Switch, and so that's why they come off from the top at the beginning. And that's actually really smart for them to show it that way, because it highlights the differences. So again, if you're just here for my live reaction, first time look, cool. Thanks so much for being here for that. I'll catch you later. Come back and check out some video game music reactions sometime if you want. But I'm going to go a little bit through this. So I'm just going to use my keyboard here and pick out some points in the video, and we'll pause and stuff. So bigger. Bezel is not bad at all. I like that. I really like that. It's kind of like sounds, all these sound effects are very like paper and pencil, like chalkboard almost, some of this stuff. It's very interesting, the choice of sound. It's nice that there was no music at the beginning. I really, really like this. So those are the speakers, I guess. Buttons, volume. Yep. Okay, cool. Top USB-C. The kickstand. I like the angle. I really like how far back that's going to go. That's super nice. Let's talk about Joy-Cons. So, more or less exactly correct. So I guess all those accessory manufacturer leaks are all accurate. Those buttons on the top are way bigger. Those interior, what is that, the ZL and ZR? Those are way bigger too whenever we get to the interiors. But no colored buttons, not even the X, Y, A, B, you know, none of that is colored. It's just the Joy-Cons, which is very interesting. And you know what? This trailer has nothing about the C button, the extra button. And it's not even labeled. Oh, I'm sorry, SL, SR. SL, SR are the ones on the top if you're holding a single Joy-Con. So I guess they're really going to lean into that. And, you know, I'm going to use my mouse. I'm not sure that y'all, yeah, you can't see it on the recording, but the little pad on the very extreme edge next to SL and SR, on the very, very far edges, if you're holding in the mouse mode, those appear to be track pads, you know, like they're for gliding. They're the furthest protruding point. So it appears to be for gliding on like a mouse pad. It's crazy. In this video on my monitor, it looks kind of more like a pinkish color and less like a deep orange. Not sure if it's going to really be pink, but I mean, I think it looks good. And of course, you got the, yeah, so just to the right of the SR button here is going to be where the optical sensor would be for the mouse mode. And then you've got the connection point in the center, that big long rectangular thing. Really cool. Really cool looking. Yeah, no colored buttons. We had rumors about that forever. Colored button theory, colored button theory. All these games started to pop up and have colored buttons, right? And it was a different color. It was like the color scheme of the Super Famicom in in Japan. Excuse me. And I thought it looked real smart in some of those fan mock-ups and stuff, but I like this even more. This is more modern and sleek, and I like this kind of matte black, kind of like, you know, I'm not a big fan of the excessively shiny stuff. You have to clean it all the time and whatnot. This is almost more like a Steam Deck sort of look for me, which I like. I love my Steam Deck. Mouse mode. So yeah, the entire center portion is not contact, so it's really only the front and the back that's going to contact the surface. That leaves you plenty of room for your optical sensor. Ensures nothing is getting into your connection point where the Joy-Cons are going to snap on. So that's really smart. If you're new to the channel, we have roosters. They're crowing, you know, just whatever. But there's no C on the C button. What does that mean? They changed it. Either it's, I mean, surely in the first look trailer, if the C button was going to have a C on it, it would be there, right? This is supposed to be an accurate look at the hardware. I know this is a 3D mock-up, but so that opens back up the speculation on the C button, right? What the heck does that mean? If it doesn't even have a letter on it, it's a blank button. Maybe it's a mappable, quick action. Maybe there's several different things that that button can do depending on what you like. I do find it kind of interesting that the Joy-Con, the gray part or the black part, has the plus icon, and then the interior that snaps into the system also has the plus icon. I can't imagine a situation in which you wouldn't be able to tell which side goes where, unless the orange-pink section can detach for some reason. Remember there was that stuff about, it's going to be called the Switch Attach, which would have been a terrible name. I'm glad it's Switch 2 and not that. But that is weird to me. It's weird that they would duplicate the imagery if those are all going to be the same thing all the time. Like, if it's connected to the main unit, to the screen, you won't be able to see that because it's going to be inside. But if it's outside, you can just see it twice. So like you can always see a plus icon. What is the point of that? I don't understand that. That raises some questions for me. There's nothing in here as far as text either. Like, we don't know if that's a Hall Effect Joy-Con stick, which is rumored, but I don't know if it's true. Yeah, and so the little wristband, I guess, to keep it that way. It did detach. I didn't even catch that the first time. So the wrist strap attaches to... it's kind of more of a platform. Okay, so the Switch Joy-Con is going to have... You still see the blue track off on the in the top left on the Joy-Con itself. So it's going to have like a mouse bracket that it's going to latch into or magnetically connect to, and that'll give you more of a platform for the mouse, so more stability. Because I know a lot of people were taking, like their Joy-Cons. I don't have a Switch in my office, but they were taking their Joy-Cons and holding them on camera and trying to be like, that's kind of weird and awkward, and why would you do that? And so that solves that problem. So it's like this is intended to be a wireless mouse to control it, which makes me, it does open up a lot of things. Like, could you potentially play an RTS game on the Switch? Yeah, I guess. You couldn't play it like you could on a computer with a keyboard, but could you attach a keyboard since there's a USB-C port on the top? Maybe. So, like, are we going to be playing, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, StarCraft 2, all these other things, Stormgate, although Stormgate is terrible and probably DOA. There's lots of cool RTS games, especially recently that have been coming out, and like city builder games, City Skylines, like Lysara, whatever. I'm not going to just sit here and list real-time games, but a lot of cool stuff that you could play that you really couldn't without that. Games like Civilization and stuff would be a lot easier like that. I think that's pretty sweet, especially if it's just an option all the time, right? That brings so many PC games potentially over to the Switch. If it's an easy porting process, think about how cool that would be. I think there's a lot of indie games on the Switch. There's going to be a lot of indie games on the Switch too. If the dev kit makes sense and, everything's doable. That is awesome. I'm glad I actually noticed that this time. So cool. Okay, and it's blue and orange inside. Now it's more orange. That's cool. That is so cool. And you know what? You can kind of see a little bit the blue and the orange between the screen bezel and the Joy-Con. So it doesn't all the way snap in there. And I really like the look of that. I really, really like it because it's a little bit of an extra accent color, right? Now, stability-wise, if it's got electromagnets, which it does, I mean, it doesn't say that, but it's got to. That's what all the shipping data talks about, the magnets, right? So if that's all magnetic and it's going to be super rock solid and locked in there and you don't have to worry about like the kind of drift and kind of shakiness, especially after you've used your Switch for a long time. You know, we had a Switch and then we had a Switch OLED. My son still uses a Switch OLED, and of course, probably I'm going to replay Xenoblade Chronicles at some point. And so, like, you know, we still use the Switch OLED. But that's my one complaint. I had to take apart Joy-Cons and fix things on the original Switch. And at one point, I just said, well, to heck with this. I'm going to move to the second Switch. Actually, we had 2 original Switches and then a Switch OLED. So very similar. Oh my gosh, I didn't mute my phone before I recorded. Very similar. That's how excited I was to record this. I didn't even remember to mute my phone. But you got your capture button on the left, Joy-Con. You've got your sick colors, your big buttons, your bigger grip. You've got your home button. You've got your mysterious C button, what people are going to call the C button until we get another name for it. What the heck does that do? Hopefully it is like a chat feature or something, which is what the rumors are. But oh, and what I was going to say, my friend, one of my closest friends, done it for a long time. We always, every time we connect, you know, it's something, we have a conversation once every 3 to 6 months, right? When we do, man, we got to talk about Nintendo, latest direct, what's going on. 90% of my gaming is on PC, but nothing can excite me the way a Nintendo reveal can. And imagining playing like Metroid Prime 4 on this sucker with all the backwards compatibility and stuff, which we'll talk about more in a second, that has me so excited. Truly so excited. And the thing that we loved, we were instant fans, my friend and I were instant fans of the Switch 1 from the very first reveal trailer, from the very first moment. We watched that trailer over and over and over. Why? Because they did such a good job with the marketing, right? It was a hit in our brains from the very first moment because of that amazing sound effect, like the sound design, the snap kind of sound effect for the Switch. Amazing. Amazing. And here we are again. I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna listen to it again. So good. It's like a slapstick. I love it. I don't know if there's anything else to get from this part. Just the Mario Kart. Oh, and the dock. The dock. Okay, what do we got with the dock? So you got a little TV icon in the lower left to show that it's going to connect to the TV. It sits in there nicely. It got some room. I know there's been some rumors that maybe there could be information displayed across the top of the screen while it's in docked mode, while the screen is still kind of sleeping. It could sort of display a clock or download progress or what game is currently paused, something like that. That would be cool. Whether it has it or not, I honestly don't care, but it would be cool. Very tapered, a lot of rounding, a lot more rounded, which I like. Anything else? Come on to that. I like the much wider, so I think they're getting the feedback, hey, people have bigger hands. So the wider form factor of the Joy-Con grip. And actually, I noticed whenever we got the OLED, I believe the second Joy-Con grip for the original Switch OLED was bigger than the original Switch Joy-Con grip and, wider like this. And so I think that's the right move. That was a course correction mid-generation, but to keep it, I think that's the right move. And the Nintendo Switch 2 logo being nice and big and, kind of understated a bit, but right in the middle there, right in the middle of the dock. I mean, I think that looks really nice. And then anything to note there? Not really. Just easy to pull right back out. Cool. 2025. And then here we go. Text. I read this before. So it's going to play Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Switch games. Physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. So the Nintendo account, migrate over. You'll be able to re-download all your Switch games. I'm sure you'll have to like deactivate your original Switch probably because Nintendo is real particular about being able to duplicate what you can use. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with the Switch 2. Details later. So you've got your same Nintendo Switch port or cart slot. Games and systems sold separately. Okay. So what I take that to mean is that they're just giving a blanket statement. They can't guarantee that every little eShop jigsaw puzzle game is going to work correctly with the Switch 2. But in general, like their intent is that every game is going to work. They just, they're not going to chase down these little developers making 99-cent games that sell 9 copies. So completely understand that. But all first-party games, I mean, I would be shocked, right? There's Mario Wonder. So there you go. Now, there's nothing in this trailer about the AI upscaling or any of that stuff, even though they just filed a patent for AI upscaling, DLSS, right? And the T239 chip from NVIDIA, the custom chip for the Switch 2, that Nintendo is going to take full advantage of, and you're going to be like, wow, how in the universe can this hardware do this when a first-party game comes out? That, it seems like it can do it. So I guess they just holding their cards close to their chest. They just want to show you this is what the device is, get ahead of some of the leaks and rumors. Well, I can't really say ahead of, but they want to resolve some of the rumor mill stuff and just say, here it is. This is what it looks like. Those leaks and rumors are true. This is it. This is the official hardware reveal. So later, we'll get some details on games. And was there anything else at the end? Probably not. Oh yeah, Nintendo Direct. So 4/2/25. Today is 1/16. So we got a while. A little while, a couple of months, 2.5 months. And then we'll get probably a full, games presentation. I would anticipate this would be, new 3D Zelda, Mario Kart 9 or 10 or whatever they're going to call it. Maybe it hints at some Zelda, a lot more about Metroid Prime 4. It's probably going to be like, plays better on the Switch 2, but it's also going to be on Switch 1, something like that. That's been rumored. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's so awesome. That's so awesome. Looking, right? There's nothing in here about how much RAM it has. There's nothing in here about that stuff. But if the leaks and rumors about what it looked like and what the dock looked like and all that stuff, those have all been correct. Probably the other stuff where we got that information, the shipping data and all of that, has also been correct. And if all that's been correct, then it's going to be a really powerful system. That's going to be amazing. So, look, that's it for that. Thank you all so much for watching and experiencing that with me. I just so excited. It may be no information whatsoever for the next 2.5 months, and that's okay. But, the thing's out there. It's in the wild now. It's announced to the public. See how many views are on this thing. I didn't see that. There are already 3.5 million views. It's been out for 3 hours. So that is awesome. 1 million an hour. And, gosh, that's awesome. So I'm going to edit this, get it uploaded, and stop rambling. If you enjoyed this, stick around. I may do more non-music reactions in the future. I have maybe some commentary on games, some things like that might be coming in the future. I am not going to be a Switch, or any other system like rumor channel. I just thought this would be fun to experience together, kind of going off script and doing my own thing. So thank you all so much. Till next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Just like, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.